Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review video on some eyeliners. So not recently, I guess you could say it was like around 2 months ago, I thought I'd pick up some eyeliners because I haven't really heard about these, and they're both from E.L.F. So I have the E.L.F, the Brightening one, I believe. It doesn't say on the actual packaging, on the actual pencil. And then this one is the E.L.F waterproof eyeliner pen. So I struggle with pens or like with brushes or anything like that, so I thought it'd be a good way to get something that is not going to be breaking your bank, and you'll get the practice out of it as well. And so yeah, so this is what I got. So I will write the exact price down below for you guys because I can't remember off the top of it, but I did remember to keep the receipts this time. So that is what I have. So I'm going to talk about these one first. There are pros and cons for both of them, but I think they're pretty affordable, so you can still use them. One thing is, I do like the packaging. It's just a really nice, simple silvery grey kind of white packaging. The only thing I don't like is the lid. It has a little sharpener to it, and I don't know, especially for travel, I mean, I guess what they're trying to go with this is that for travel it's easier, convenient for you, but just to clean it, and as you can see, like the pencil itself has gotten a bit dirty because of it. So this is the one like con of the packaging, so I don't really like that. But it's a really nice pencil. It is pretty pigmented, so I'm going to show you guys a swatch on my hand if I can. So as you can see, that is still, it's pigmented but not pigmented enough. So I guess that's why they're saying it's a brightening, because it's not as pigmented as you may want it to be. So maybe if I press it a little bit harder, so yeah, it does improve a little bit depending on how much pressure you do apply on it. I did notice is that it did not apply well in my waterline at all. It was very, very faint. Today actually I have the NYX Black Bean in my waterline, and I've used a combination of this and this on my top lid. But yeah, so that's the one thing I don't like, is it doesn't apply nice and pigmentedly as I want it to in the waterline. It's not last in your waterline, it's just 10 seconds later it's gone. So yeah, that's the one thing, but it really does apply nicely on the top lid. And as you can see by the swatches, it applies really nicely. It's just kind of like a smoky kind of blacky grey, I guess what I would say, when it does go. So it's not as pigmented as you would say the Black Bean pencil is. So I'll quickly guys show you a swatch. So this is the Black Bean one on the top. So you can see that it's pretty pigmented, and this is pretty creamy though. And I prefer using these, as a little side note, I prefer using the jumbo eye pencils as more of an eyeshadow base because they're pretty creamy. So that's why I normally don't use this in the waterline, but this is the only other eye pencil I have. So yeah, so that's what I thought. But yeah, so I like this pencil. It is soft but not too soft, and nor is it too hard. When I did try and apply it in the waterline, it does feel like you're stabbing yourself in the eye, so that's why I don't really use it for the waterline. But then otherwise I just use it on the top line. If I just want a quick eyeliner, just put it on and I'm done, and it's just a lot easier to use. And it does smudge. That is the one con I have noticed, is I'm going to show you guys, is this one here. This is the E.L.F one. It smudges. I mean, I know I did just apply that on my hand, but it does smudge. So let's go for the ones at the top here. Yeah, see? So that it does smudge. So that's one thing you do have to be careful about. It will smudge, so try not to touch your eye as much. I have a habit when I'm tired, I start rubbing my eyes and I forget I'm wearing eyeliner. So you can imagine, I look like a panda. So yes, that is one thing. I would probably wear this and then layer it like I've done today. That's what I've been doing a lot recently. I've been layering my eyeliner with these two, especially because, like I said, this is not as pigmented as I want it to be, so I tend to go with this. I go with this so I have like a kind of like a map so I can follow it with this one. I actually tried this pen first, and then I really like this waterproof eyeliner pen. It's really easy to use the nib. So if you can kind of see that, it has, I feel, kind of frayed a teeny tiny bit, but I think that's because I accidentally put it incorrectly in the lid. So you do have to be a little bit careful, but that's not an issue. So I'll show you guys, this is the NYX one I'm going to show you on top. So just by the same, with the amount of pressure you put on, you can get a thick line, or you can get, this is going to be so awkward, a thin line. Okay, well, not maybe that. Okay, I'll show you guys. You can get a thin line. So let me show you here. So you can't really, that's really bad, but you can get a really nice thin line, because I've done in the inner corner, I can do it really, really thinly. It's nice and pigmented. It lasts for a nice amount of time. I can really control and do a wing as well, and I really struggle with eyeliner pens or like brushes. So this, I really found it easy to do a wing with, and I've been doing a wing a lot more often. Not today, of course, obviously, but normally I do a wing, and I really find it easier to just go zip, zip, and then just fill it in. So really like this for that purpose, and it just goes on really nicely and smoothly, and just, I love it. I love it. There's a con to this. It can smudge as well. That is the only side note. And as you can see, it does get a little bit messy. I hope you guys can see that. It does get a little bit messy, so I mean, that's not an issue. Just clean it and you're fine. But yeah, it can get a little bit messy, and it can smudge. So I'm going to show you this one. So as you can see, it is smudging. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on, so that is one other downside. But I have noticed that when it's on the eyelid, it doesn't budge. So that is one thing. I did try, the first time I tried this, it didn't budge at all, but I have noticed that when I do layer it up with this and this, it does move a little bit. So that's one on the other side note. So if you do layer it with like this one, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work for me personally. I did do the waterproof test. I washed my face, used a tissue to blot off the water from my eyes, and it did transfer on the tissue a little bit. So that's another thing. But like I said, I had used this and this on top of it, so it could be that reason. And I remember when I tried just this by itself, it was completely fine. It didn't move. So that is one other thing. So that's kind of, I think, just to kind of keep in mind. But otherwise, I really do like both of these products. It's just nice to have something like this. If you want a kind of a softer look, then you can use this eye pencil. If you want a more of an intense look, like I have today, you can use this, and it's amazing. So that's it, guys. What I will do is, though, if I've left anything else out, I will do a little blog post for you guys. So it'll be linked down below, just if you can get it some product close-ups as well, and just swatches as well. And as always, I'll also link my social medias, just in case you would like to follow me on those. So it'll be linked down below for you guys. Would I purchase these again? Probably. I think probably purchase this more so, the eyeliner pen, just because I really like how it is. I feel like I've gotten more confident, and it's just really easy to make a wing with, so that's what I'll probably use. And the eyeliner pencil, I would also maybe just, if you want more of a subtle kind of softer eyeliner look, then I would recommend getting this, because it's not as intense as like the Rimmel London Scandalized waterproof pencil. But yeah, so this I still would recommend getting these. So you can always check them out, because they're pretty affordable. You're not breaking the bank if you do try them out. So yeah, so I think that is pretty much it. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video,